there's a very distinguishable difference between my mind power and when God talks to me, and I can actually understand when it is, because I can see what outcome will come because of an idea I just had. The idea I just had about how I can show people that drugs can help you, but only certain kinds, like marijuana, stuff like that. There are certain kinds of drugs that can help you, and I will find out which ones will by doing experiments and seeing how they feel in my body. And I will tell everybody, and I will reveal all the truth about everything, the truth of everything. You just wait. The modern day true Bible is continuously being written every day as we go. Love you all. Now that I realize I have the extreme ultimate intelligence, all I have to do is develop my plan on how I'm going to present God to the world instead of asking people how I can present God to the world. They're confused, but I'll do it in different ways, like that question I'm putting on Facebook. How would you present a superpower to somebody? You know, God is using Dan's brain because he is a creative mofo. I mean, I am a creative mofo. I'm talking about myself as myself to myself. Like, living on different dimensional frequencies is pretty crazy, and it's fun. It just, at times, when you feel the emotional frequency and the confidential frequency and all this kind of stuff, where you believe yourself so much, but you're afraid at the same time, but you accept that you're afraid, boy, is that a weird feeling to have. Imagine having it. Try to imagine it. The more you can imagine stuff like that, the more you can tap into God, if that makes sense to you, because he's the ultimate creator, and he wants you to experience everything. If you're dating someone, I'm sorry to say this, but cheat on them and see how it hurts them and see how it hurts you, and go through the breakup and then get back together. If you really truly love them, you will. You will. If you really believe that true love is true love, no matter what you do, you will get back together. Like, I believe Cindy truly loves Dan, but she just doesn't understand what happened to him. And he didn't understand what was happening to him. He had to break off and be on his own so that he could interpret my message the right way. I mean, so that I could interpret God's message the right way. I'm talking as both at the same time, and I'm sorry. When I get emotional, I just brought up Cindy, and I immediately turn to God. I know that sounds really funny when people say they immediately turn to God. That makes sense, because God is in them. People say they turn to God. They turn to God. You do turn to God. Jesus take the wheel? No, not Jesus. God. God take the wheel. Whatever we call God is what takes the wheel, not Jesus. That just means Carrie Underwood has the message messed up a little bit. She's close, but not very close, because her closeness is combined within the last 2018 years and all the teachings of people who are all misled by a book. If you read a book and said that it was real, you could read Chronicles of Narnia and say that Aslan is God, because in a form he's supposed to be. You could read Lord of the Rings and say that the ring is God, because it has that like inflection of the thing that rules all. I mean, who's to say that they aren't? Because on some form and some plane, they are. And so is the finger that God was on. Like, the finger would be God. The tree stump would be God. Piece of the bark of the tree would be God. Like, there's multi-dimensional possibilities to every single thing and every single idea. That's what makes the world so crazy. When you can understand every possibility, like every possibility of every possibility, times infinity, you go on for billions and billions and billions and gagillions of years, because time means nothing. You can think of everything that's possible from infinity to infinity in the blink of an eye, because that's what it all is, and it's all still happening, and it's all still going, and it's all been done, and it's all crazy, man. It's all crazy awesome. So I love you, and I got to deliver to a school. Peace.